Hello to anyone who cares, my name is Silent-esque, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. We have just finished packing up for the day. We took a nap. I assume slept through the night. And are waking up now. I wake up to a text from an unknown number. Rise and shine, early bird. Still want to work out? This is Craig, by the way. Smiley face. Holy crap, it's 6 a.m. Who does 6 a.m. anymore? Without realizing it, I drift back to sleep. That's fair. I have 4 alarms to get me up in the morning to go to work. 6 a.m. sucks. Whoops, must have winked back out. I check my phone again. Hey bud, still want to get your swole on? I'm ready to tear up the track. Hit me up. God, the last thing I want to do right now is work out. But it is Craig. I do want to catch up. Oh man, I don't want to go to the gym. Screw it, it's for a friend. It's for a friend. See, look how tired this poor man is. Hey, my man, I need a few minutes to wake up, but let's meet in 20? After a few seconds, another text comes in. Sure thing, meet me at the gym. I stretch and my bones creak. I gotta stop falling asleep on the couch. I throw off my blanket and... Hey, wait. I don't remember falling asleep with a blanket. Amanda must have tucked me in after I fell asleep. Bless that child. I reluctantly brush my teeth, throw on the only clothes I own that are even kind of gym appropriate, and head out. The neighborhood is quiet and serene this early in the morning. Birds chirp and the grass is still wet with dew. Surprisingly, the gym is pretty crowded. I spot Craig standing out front, stretching. Of course. He spots me and waves enthusiastically. Hey bro, good morning. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm definitely not as pumped up as he is. Maybe I should have had some coffee before I left. Oh. You ready to kick some butt? Oh. Help. We don't want to seem pathetic. Come on. Let's just, with your help, we can do this. I get the feeling this is going to be less of me kicking butt and more the gym kicking my butt. But I can handle it with you there. Dude, bro, that means a lot. Hey. We head into the gym and I'm immediately intimidated. All of these people look like they could break me in half. And it seems like Craig is friends with all of them? He high-fives and finger guns all of the cool jocks in the room. They look like they could, and would, steal my lunch money to spend on protein shakes. Come on, bud. Let's warm up. We head over to the treadmills and start walking. Already sounds like a nightmare. Okay, I can walk. Walking is good. This is a decent place to be. Walking. So, I know we are on treadmills. Yes. And those over there are ellipticals. Very good. What is all this other stuff? Craig laughs. They might look a little scary, but I guarantee that all of them serve a specific purpose for building muscle mass. I watch as a dude in a muscle tee flexes a muscle I didn't know existed on a machine I think was once used to process grain into flour. What is that? Why is that guy doing that to himself? That's a good question, bro. What do you think he's doing? Training to crush people's skulls with his thighs, using a medieval torture device, praying to some sort of pain god. Praying to some sort of pain god. It's like a religious self-flagellation meant to atone for one's sins. You're actually not far off from the truth. See? I'm an intelligent person.
Nice.
Oh no. Craig is turning up the speed. I better do the same. How long have you been doing the buff thing? Couple years. What do you do when you're not dadding or working or buffing? Oh, I coach my twins' softball team. That still counts as both dadding and buffing. I keep busy. What do you do for fun? Ugh, what do we do for fun? I love learning. I try to live my life as close to a Jimmy Buffett song as possible. I check out my hot bod. I do not. I might be a bit out of the loop. I don't know what the contents of a Jimmy Buffett song may be. Buffett? However you want to pronounce it. Let's just go with book smart. Let's say we like learning. Learning's fun. It's a good thing to do. I try to educate myself about the world around me. I'm like a sponge for knowledge, soaking up all that intellectual content. You know, history, the paranormal, wilderness survival, aliens. Mostly those things. So you watch the History Channel too, huh? The History Channel is so good. You get some really cool stuff on there. Yes. Oh my. We're jogging now. Oh God, we're jogging now. I look over to Craig, who hasn't even broken a sweat. How is he doing this so effortlessly? I'm dying. I can feel my life force draining through every orifice of my body. Hey, remember when my fish died in college? No, I don't like this story. Oh my God, is he really bumping up the speed again? I guess I better do it too. Oh, this is fast. This is very fast. And we were at that party, and you vowed to make me feel better. You tell me to create a distraction, so of course I'd do a sick keg stand and get everyone cheering. And then I try to steal a fish from a fish tank at the party with my bare hands, like an idiot. And then you drop the fish and it's flopping around and you panic, so you run up to me post keg stand with a dying dirty fish in your hands that you scooped off the ground, and you're yelling at me that we have to leave.
Bro.
So we're running out of a frat party with a fish, trying to give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. And we get him home and get him into a bowl of water, but the prognosis was grim. And the next day, he's alive and well.
Bro.
They never did catch the great fish thieves of Grand Ridge U. And they never will. I shoot off the end of the treadmill and crash into the wall. Jesus, that hurts.
Bro.
Dude, bro, are you okay? Craig offers me a hand and looks me over for injuries. I'm fantastic. I manage to stand up and rub my back. Doesn't hurt now, but I'm sure it will later.
I don't know.
You don't have to push yourself like that. Always know your limits. Well, I think I might call our gym adventure here. You sure? You just said know my limits. I'm telling you one of my limits, sir. Yeah. Alright, well, here. I brought you this. Craig hands me a shaker bottle full of a thick green liquid. I stare at it with what must be apparent distaste. It's a protein shake, bro. Oh, thank you. He wants me to drink it. Oh boy, here goes. I take a small sip. It's actually delicious. Wow, this is really good.
Hey.
And good for you. It's my special recipe. I'm pretty proud of it.
Hey.
Let me know if you ever want to work out again. Maybe we can try running around the neighborhood if treadmills aren't your speed. No pun intended, bro. Good one. Well, I'm gonna go put some ice on this everything. I'll see you around. Whew. I leave the gym feeling ashamed. Craig used to order delivery from the pizza place across the street from our dorm, and now he can run circles around me, literally. Man, I really got to work on this dad bod. I get home and lie down on the couch. It hurts to move. Oh God, I'm so old. Oh no, I must have fallen asleep. What the fuck was that delivery? You know what? Screw it, we're keeping it. What time is it? Shoot, it's 3:55. I'm supposed to be at Amanda's school in 5 minutes. I frantically put on some clean clothes, apply a generous amount of deodorant, and run out the door. Fair. Valid. We slept most of the day. Woke up at 6, slept, went to the gym, and then slept until 4 o'clock? Wow. Impressive. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and am relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. who? Mr. Vega. I don't know. Have you tried the exit? Okay, wise guy, you gonna help me or not? Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss him. I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where the low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? fine, Mr. Vega.
Oh.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool. You must be Lorenzo. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Yes, sir. I love your bow tie. And is that a man bun? My God, sir, you are stylish. Amazing. Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this.
Oh.
Alright, where were we? Now who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin. Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down.
Oh.
Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings. All of the students immediately get up and make a break for the door. See, now, that has never happened in my school. Well, in any of the schools that I went to back when I was a child. It was never like that. We didn't just immediately get up and leave. I would have loved to. But nope, it was always the teacher's final say.
Sweet manchego.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening.
Oh.
Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs. I am so sorry for what you have to put up with. Students are the worst. Middle schoolers, right? I know. Don't you teach high schoolers? Both. You know, budget cuts. That's fair. Yeah. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem.
Oh.
Ah. Mr. Vega. That's probably what it said. I clicked too soon. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behaviour. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I normally chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved, she's fine, she has a tendency to bottle things up. We just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was. See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road... I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves. I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo.
Oh.
Yes? They ever catch that rye? Oh God, what have we done? Why would we do this? Yes. Okay. Good. Thank fuck. Sure. Yes. Hi. That was a very well executed joke on my behalf. I'm glad you responded in the way that you did. Whew. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force for positivity in my life, especially after we lost our father. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on. Oh no. Confrontational talks. Non-aggressive confrontational talks. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. So, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time. It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Of course. Of course, my sunflower in these darkest of times. You beautiful child, tell me what's wrong. Sure thing. We can make something at home. Let's go to the mall food court. Making something at home is a nice activity to do together. But going to the mall food court could be a nice treat for her. Nothing is better than a good homemade meal. Cool. I think with our powers combined, we could throw together a gourmet meal worthy of the Food Channel. I don't know about that, but I can promise you it will at least be edible. That's the spirit! We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective because, you know, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that. I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine. He's fine. We pull up to a stoplight and I eye Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything. Uh-huh. I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. This is going exquisitely well. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. Well, at least she has some joy there. What's so funny? I don't think you get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah. Who's Noah? My friend. Does he go to your school? Yep. Do you like Noah? What? No! Dad! Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad! I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Gross. Sorry. Just asking. I think she might like Noah. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. She definitely has a thing for Noah. Jeez. This is going well. Very well. So well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. Rude, okay? I'm just trying to be a supportive dad. This is what I get for my efforts. Amanda and I get back home and start cooking some dinner. I found this artisanal mac and cheese recipe online that I've been dying to try. Artisanal. There's 2 ingredients to mac and cheese. Mac and then cheese. Dad, please try and enjoy the finer things in life. I think you, of all people, should be able to appreciate what one can do with cheese. Plus, it has bacon in it. Aren't we as a society collectively over bacon? Ugh. Bacon never stopped being good. It just has a PR problem. We get to work on the recipe, Amanda measuring things out and handing them to me to dump in the bowl so I can feel useful. Amanda puts me on bacon duty, so I chop a bunch and toss it in a pan to get it sizzling. The key to good mac and cheese is a balance of texture and flavour, Pops. Not only are we going to want the fullness of the cheese and bacon, but we also need to counterbalance it with the crunchy mouthfeel of breadcrumbs. Check on bacon. I know what mouthfeel is. I don't need to ask about that. I'm checking on the bacon so I don't burn the shit out of it. It's still pink and rubbery. I give the pieces a little stir. Wait, what's a mouthfeel? We know what a mouthfeel is, sir. You know, when you eat stuff and it... the texture, Listen, I've been watching a lot of the Food Channel and I honestly don't know what it means. It just makes me feel sophisticated to say. No, I get that. Every time I watch that channel I just feel... in order. Hungry, jealous, insecure about my cooking ability, and then hungry again. I like the mouthfeel of that sentence. Oh my god. Amanda, mouthfeel isn't just about food. It's also about words that are fun to say. Gregarious. Oh. It was pink and rubbery last time. We can defenestrate. Cattywampus. Check on the bacon. The bacon is sizzling away. It smells good too. I give that sucker a flip. Nice. Good work, Dad. Bacon can easily overheat and cause a grease fire. I'm proud of you for remaining vigilant. We literally just moved in here and I'm dead set on not burning this place down. Eyes like a fucking hawk. Amanda finishes up with the mac and cheese and I toss the bacon bits in there. After stirring it all together, I take a taste. How's the mouth feel? Oh, scrumptious, fantastical, taste-tacular. No, scrumptious. Amanda tries a spoonful. Yeah, that's pretty scrumptious. Dinner success! We are killing it as a dad. We settle in on the couch with our bowls of mac and cheese. Oh cool, Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers is on. Your favourite, right? Oh fuck yeah. Oh hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghosts done got control of the truck. I can't steer on them there damn ice roads. Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flint, we're about to die! I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're going to die. That's because we are about to die, you. This is art. The episode ends and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after their disastrous ice road accident. Afterward, I crawl into bed and get a good night's sleep. Always use a coat of wax after a wash. I assume on a car, maybe? Is Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never, ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Excited to beef up my grilling skills? If there's food, I'm excited. If there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighbourhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me. Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No! We have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. God, I hate social gatherings so much. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Please, sir, stay a reasonable distance away. Respect my personal space. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Who brings veggies to a grill? Who brings veggies to a barbecue? It's a barbecue. Bring chicken wings. Or burgers, or hot dogs, or anything but vegetables. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh.
This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Yeah.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib.
Oh.
Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? She looks gaunt. She is giving me evil stepmother vibes. Just her aesthetic. Ah, cults, man.
Hey.
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, cute. God, their eyes are just staring into my soul. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him.
Oh.
What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbour, Lorenzo, and his daughter, Amanda. God, Joseph, I do not envy you. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Amanda, no. You do not love this woman. I don't know. Something about her. She doesn't know where her child is. And that is a red flag. Nice to meet you, Mary. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. My wife has a wonderful sense of humour. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. I think I've met most of them. Here, let me introduce you around. Thank you, Joseph. God, you are just so well presented. Amanda, go have fun. I'm getting introduced to people. Oh, you're introducing Amanda as well. Amanda, my bad. You stay right next to me. Let me introduce you to Damien. Great name. Joseph beckons a tall man in gothic attire over to the conversation. Oh, fuck yes. Good eve, friends.
Oh.
Damien, this is our new neighbour, Lorenzo. Ah, so lovely to meet you. Damien shakes my hand and then bows. Oh my god. Okay. If ever you're interested, it would bring me great pleasure to host you for a spot of afternoon tea. Wow, yeah, that sounds rad. Splendid. Well, I must be off. Perhaps our paths shall cross again. Damn, what a classy dude. He's great. I love that aesthetic. This is Robert. He lives just across the way. A haggard man nursing a glass of whiskey eyes me up and down. Ah, werewolf man. From the cafe. You very much have that rugged werewolf look. Ah, sweet leather jacket. Do you own a motorbike by any chance? Hey. Hey, I'm Lorenzo. It's nice to meet you. He takes a long swig of his drink. Charmed.
Oh.
Lorenzo and his daughter just moved in next door. Cool. If you ever need recommendations on where to get a drink in this town, Rob's your man. Was that like a subtle jab at his sobriety, sir? I told you not to call me Rob.
Oh, cracker bits.
Right, got it. Robert ambles away without saying goodbye. So long, Robert.
Oh.
He's not really a people person. Wow, I think I've actually met everybody else. Great. I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh, I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad, who are you going to party with when I go off to school? But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. Oh, they're gonna talk about weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
Yeah.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the centre of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and am surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Hi! Matt was your name, I think. What a cool guy. And mysterious. Robert. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Fuck, your name was... What was your name? Bill. Bob. Greg. Gary. Gandalf. Gangador. Gillian. Griffin. Robert. No, we know Robert. Brian. You were a Brian, I'm fairly sure. That mysterious goth guy, Damien. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Mr. Vega. Hugo. Great sense of style, that bow tie, sir. Hey, I know Craig. Yeah. But wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Talk to Robert and Brian. Talk to Matt, Hugo and Craig. Joseph and Damien. Burger time. Matt, Hugo and Damien are the ones that have caught my interest the most. Damien purely because, you know, he's basically a vampire. Hugo because, my god, that bow tie. And Matt because I like coffee. So let's go talk to Matt, Hugo and Craig first. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Hello, little baby! Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig. I want to listen in to their conversation. Craig, I got you. I will talk to you in a moment. I really want to see which of these two is going to win this argument, if that's what it is. That kind of comparison just eliminates the reason art movements are so important in the first place. You're not wrong, but I think there's no harm comparing one work of art to another. You could definitely say one painting is better than another if you're evaluating technical skill from a purely formalist standpoint. If I showed you a Matisse and then something by the Dutch masters, which one would you say shows more technical prowess? I am so lost right now. I shoot a worried glance over to Craig, who returns it. Well, sure, you could say that the Dutch masters were technically more skilled, but I would argue that, while the Dutch masters were better painters, Matisse had better paintings overall. Haha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Wow, that's pretty subjective. Art is dead. Art is not dead. I love art. And I'm not mocking these guys. Art very much is subjective. How do you mean? Well, that painting of the guy with the apple in front of his face is pretty nice. Matisse rocks. That's a Magritte. Right. Art. Sorry. You're fine, dude. We were just discussing the importance of context when talking about artwork. Listen, all I asked was if you liked Van Gogh or Picasso better. Hugo throws his hands up in frustration. But they represent two completely different art movements. How could I possibly choose between the thick, creamy impasto of post-impressionism and the abstractionist beauty of cubism? Man, that's all way above my head. Me too. It's all good, man. The cool thing about art is that we all perceive it differently. A single piece could have a totally different effect on each person that looks at it. And that's awesome. Just 1 minute about that. Hugo, please.
Hey.
Sorry. I get really fired up about art stuff. Lorenzo, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognise jogs over to us. What is it, sweetheart? Oh my god, she's adorable. Oh my god. Ah, cool bracelets. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Oh my god! That's adorable! Am I cool now? The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope. But you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Ha! Hey Lorenzo, this is my daughter. Hello! I'm Carmencita. Great name. Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Dad, look, I'm making friends! Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend. And, your teacher. Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realise we were neighbours.
Oh.
Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go?
Huh?
Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide.
Sweet Manchego.
Ernest! Ernest Hemingway Vega! Are you smoking Ernest Hemingway? Sir, you are wonderful. What a name to give your child. Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. Sounds like an interesting kid. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard too. So in whole, he got an entire yard. That's impressive. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hi, Ernest. You look very much like you do not want to be here. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Lorenzo, this is my son, Ernest. Pleasure to meet you, Ernest. And I'm being earnest about that. Oh. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep into his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter? Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know.
Fuck you, Hemingway!
You seem like a troubled child. Yeah. Good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? Matt, you have a fucking flower crown on right now. You are pinnacle of cool. What? I'm cool as a cucumber. Look at me. Look at my getup. Look at this man. Look at this slicked hair, the gold earring, the 5 o'clock shadow, the crisp suit. See, that right there? You can't say that.
Oh.
My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? This is getting very existential crisis-y.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey.
I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against, and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool.
Oh.
I yell across the yard to my daughter in the coolest way imaginable. You cannot believe how cool it is when I shout for positive affirmation from my daughter. Amanda! I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. but it'd be nice to have it both ways. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens?
Hey,
Don't let us eat up your time, Lorenzo. Go, meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. Okay. Now I'm all sad. Joseph and Damien! Make me less sad. I spot Joseph chatting with Damien by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them. So I'm curious. Can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter. It provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. It's definitely an interesting choice.
Oh.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Lorenzo, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. Ah, greetings once again, Lorenzo. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. We did talk about existential crises and what it means to be a dad. That got deep. But overall it's been okay.
Yeah.
Amanda walks up to the conversation. Hi, it's Damien, right? My name's Amanda.
Oh.
At your service. What a pleasure it is to meet you. Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Oh my god, this man! Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy. My, do you know how to treat a lady?
Whoa.
Hello, Amanda. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Whoa.
Hey. Won't you come play with us? Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christian and Christy slowly back away. Wonderful children, Joseph. Wonderful. So delightful. Where do you think they got that from? Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. Wine or blood? I don't mind if Damien has blood, because he's clearly a vampire, but you having blood? I don't like the look of it. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? She takes another sip of her wine. Where's Krish?
Give it a rest, buddy. Ugh.
Wasn't he with you?
Yeah.
You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Joseph, I think you need to abandon ship. Like, get out with the kids. Mary tips her glass to me. No thank you. I don't want your acknowledgement. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little sweetheart. Would you do me a favour and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, jeez. Mary finishes her wine and wanders off. Well, she is just lovely. She's great. You don't You should get out of... You should... No, she's great. She's wonderful. Dad, can we go now? Ah, Lucian. Have I introduced you to Lorenzo yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That little smirk on his face. Oh, what a dickhead. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Aw. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christiansen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yup. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad. That's really interesting, Damien. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Joseph! Joseph? Reveal to me your tattoo secrets. Is it a cult symbol? Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Wanna see mine?
Oh, my.
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Wonderful. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian! We'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? Sir. Sir. 66, sir. I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. You know he was into some crazy shit. Okay, Robert and Brian. Wolfman and Frisbee Guy. I glance across the yard and notice Robert and Brian chatting over drinks. Man, I don't think I want to deal with being one-upped by Brian right now. But I guess I could live with learning more about Robert. Oh no, they caught me staring. Quick, look away! Oh no, Brian's waving me over. Shoot! I flash a smile and walk over to them. Confidence is key. Hey, guys. Lorenzo, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order at least. That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh boy. Lorenzo, have you met Robert yet? Yeah, we've met. Have we? Properly? I guess like in passing, yeah. Robert regards me over his whiskey. Good seeing you again. We were just talking about my most recent camping trip. Spent a night out in the woods with Daisy and Maxwell. She's definitely an outdoorsy one. Even caught her first fish.
Oh.
It's good to see you taking your daughter out like that. I bet she loved it. And it's great that she loves the outdoors. Mine loves being inside. Brian raises his eyebrows at me. Being inside. Making art. She won a local competition for that art. Yep. Did I put it on too strongly? Robert stares at me blankly for a second. Well, we don't need anyone's approval. Our daughter's amazing. Anyway, I haven't gone camping in years. Not since the last time. Same here. Well, things change once you have a kid. Wait, what happened the last time? Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. I am on the edge of my seat, Robert. Do not leave me unsatisfied here. Well, old Johnny Boy and me were out in the back country. Johnny Boy's a strong kid. Met him in my army days. Comes from Kansas. They build him tougher out there. Anyway, things go south pretty quick. Johnny Boy breaks his ankle when the rope bridge snaps. You could see the bone popping out through the skin. Johnny Boy's screaming now, crying for his mama, losing blood. We're 2 days out from the next living soul, and here I am with my dear friend bleeding out in front of me. I'm able to dress the wound, but now I gotta fireman carry a 6 foot, 180 pound man over some of the toughest terrain I've ever been in. I won't lie to you. There were moments during those 2 days when I thought about leaving old Johnny Boy. But you build a bond with your brothers in arms, and that bond never breaks. I got that boy back to civilization, but I lost some of me out there. I guess that's camping for you. Sounds frickin' intense, dude. Brian and I stare in disbelief. Robert takes another long sip of whiskey. I'm just kidding. My friend John and I went inner tubing down a river and he lost a flip-flop. Miss that kid. Brian and I laugh nervously. Or am I kidding? Oh, mysterious. Brian and I tense up again. I'm kidding. Whew. Amanda and Daisy barrel up to us laughing. Daisy is holding a paper plate in front of her like a steering wheel. Aw. We gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. And then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like it. Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. You know, that reminds me of the last time I went skiing. Robert! Wait a second. Are you guys playing? Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah! Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I don't watch a whole lot of television, but I do enjoy that show. That and war documentaries. Alright, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over the... Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend.
Yeah.
Now you're getting it. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really? She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Oh, kids, right? Gotta love 'em. You're required to by law. I hear that. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. They do seem to get along really well, but the thought of continually hearing about all of Brian's accomplishments is rough. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. You probably didn't know this, Lorenzo, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrill-leavable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Oh my god, dads are the best! Oh! Please stop! All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison.
Yeah.
Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Man, this is so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kinda nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook. Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops, I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmencita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I mean, I got a burger in me. I felt like I was at a networking event. Wish I could have been playing Paranormal Ice Road Truckers. I felt like I was at a networking event. I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this. I just know it. You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. Dun, dun, dun. Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. How could people not be into the cauliflower? Cauliflower is one of the best vegetables. It's so nice. Unacceptable. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah. I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course. Just keep me posted. And be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices.
Oh.
Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No. I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kinda to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party. I'm not gonna throw a party at this time of night. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although, I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen as I wait for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling, so I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sir. Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know that she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops. I guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. I have a right to be concerned. I was scared. I have a right to be concerned. It's not overly... It's not overly accusatory, but it's also not denouncing. It's also it's holding her accountable in a way still. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just, please don't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? Okay, and with that we end on emotional turmoil. A very comforting place to end. But, you know, it is what it is. We had a lovely barbecue, and then we had the terror of not knowing where our daughter was. So, balances things out. It's cool we got to interact with all of the dads and their children, and it's nice to start getting to know people a bit more. Yeah. Good times, fun times. Until the next video, farewell.